true fact. Now I'm going to talk a little real quick about my children.
Okay.
And I love about poetry is that there's so many topics that we can't talk about. And I'm just going to do this.
Make it take my phone out of my lap. Thank you.
She's gone. And life is supposed to just go on, but she's gone. And somehow I'm supposed to stay strong even though she's gone. And if you ever had the privilege of her presence or any sense of her essence, you would know, like I've known since she was conceived, that she was too good for this earth. She denied death at birth, and the doctor and the nurse tried to take her life with my first. So he denied me a C-section. She didn't pay attention to the rate of my baby's heart. So there wasn't enough oxygen, her blood became toxic, and the brain can only go so far before the damage is permanent. My beautiful daughter, trapped in a cage underwater when her shoulders got caught in my hip bone. After 15 hours in labor, I just couldn't go on. So the nurse began to push, the doctor began to pull. I don't know which one of his fingers fractured her skull, but when she finally delivered, I lay there quivering and holding my breath as I waited to hear hers. And the millennium of silence was broken only by my whisper as I lay there and prayed, "Dear God, please, don't let my baby die today." The next thing I heard was, "Stat, CPR, we need a crash cart." And I wanted to hold my baby. But all I had to hold on to was the hope of my heart. When I finally got to hold her for the first time in my arms, it was the day they said, "We regret to inform you that your child is brain dead. You should decide what day she's going to die. We can take her off life support now, or in 2 weeks she'll expire from being toxic inside." For 2 days I didn't speak. I just cried. So they ran their test again, and she said in true Bridget style, "I'm not ready to go, JC. I'm going to hang out here for a while." She did for 12 years, and I swear, you could see heaven in her smile. If you listened, you could hear the power in her voice, feel the joy in her laughter, and fall into the depth in her eyes. And she could not disguise that she was an angel. She never quite learned to walk, and she didn't talk the way that you and I talk. She had 10 to 20 seizures every day. I never knew what she was going through, and she was so scared I didn't know what to do. I just hoped it would help a little bit for me to hold her. I cherish when she comes to visit me in my dreams, how real it seems, until I wake to the reality that I can no longer hold her. I can smell her, but the scent is fading, and I don't want to forget, but most of the time I have to put it out of my mind just to make it through the day. If the subject comes up, I just smile and say, "It's okay," so other people don't feel uncomfortable. See, I hate that I'm one of those people whose child is dead. I don't want anyone to pity me, but this hurts. And I vacillate between fighting and letting myself feel it because the unimaginable pain that consumes me, it's my indescribable love for her that consumes me. And to spend just a few moments of that is the closest I'll ever get to having her back. See, I have other children and people who I love who can never take her place. It's just an empty space where only she belongs. And I believe and I say that I know one day I'm going to see her again, but I don't know when. So until then, she's just gone. And that's that piece. And welcome back to the stage. Give it up for Rage Almighty!